And I'm Mary Karr.
I'm Christopher Robinson.
This is Poetry Fix. Heather McHugh was a teacher we both had, about 30 years apart.
Yeah.
And this is one of my favorite poems of hers. It does have an obscenity in it, which we will bleep, and we don't mean to offend anybody. It's a word, it's the C word actually, and it's treated as a word, not as an invective that someone is hurling at somebody. So it's actually a poem talking about American idiom and American language and about how a poet kind of comes into her language.
And that's really a subject that Heather thrives in, right? It's sort of her bread and butter, playing around with words and idioms and sort of entering the kingdom of language and figuring out its dimensions and things like that.
She's a philosophy major at Radcliffe, and when I knew her, she used to walk around reading from various dictionaries. Latin, French, German. This poem is I Knew I'd Sing. I Knew I'd Sing by Heather McHugh. A few sachet, a few finagle. Some make whoopee, some make good, but most make diddly squat. I tell you, this is what I love about America. The words it puts in my mouth. The mouth where once my mother rubbed a word away with soap. The word was. She stuck that bar of family size in there until there was no hole to speak of, so she hoped. But still, I'm full of it. The short U, short I, the words that stood for her and him. I loved the thing they must have done, the love they must have made to make an example of me. After my lunch of ivory, I said vagina for a day or two, but knew from that day forth which words struck home like sex itself. I knew when I was big I'd sing a song in praise of it. I'd want to keep my word, the one with teeth in it, forevermore, and even after I was raised, I swore nothing, but nothing would be beneath me.
She asked me one time in class, was there any phrase or word or thought that I would not write down and would not even think, perhaps not even formulate into a sentence in my head, a territory I knew I wouldn't approach. And I think this poem really speaks to that idea,
Right.
that there's going to be nothing, almost a fierce determination to say, I'm willing to venture out, take whatever risks there are.
It's funny, you read it that way, you know, that poem, nothing but nothing will be beneath me. You know, I mean, in a way the poem could end, I'll sing a song in praise of C word, but I also see it as almost a statement, a political statement about women, about how, because this is such an obscenity, it's not beneath you. It kind of almost is you. So I saw it actually also as gesturing towards a kind of degradation. Nothing, you know, when you say nothing will be beneath me, you mean I'll grovel. So there's a kind of abject, resigned quality as well as a defiant one, which is hard to do in such a short space.
Well, I think that's kind of one of the things Heather is a master at, right? You know, there's always a double entendre in pretty much every line.
Yeah, but this is like an opposing meaning that is somehow true in both ways at once.
It's two forces occupying the same space at the same time.
It's a miracle.
Two contradictory impulses.
I'm Mary Karr.
I'm Christopher Robinson.
This was Poetry Fix.